From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Green Bay Packers.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. On third down, Bridgewater. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. A strong pick. On second down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. From the 17, Bridgewater. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Off the option, it's Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring it. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a footer. Well, this offense has struggled. They have not scored yet. They trail, but a chance here late in the second quarter to try to get some points on the board. A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 34 yards. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team does.
This offense looking to get off to a hot start in the third quarter, opening drive, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. Throwing, Bridgewater. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, they've done a good job. Oh, a dream scenario here as we get back into the action. It's a 1st and goal with the ball at the 1-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal?
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. They'll run it with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're working on a... It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll run for it. Cook. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this. First down, here's the run with Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Vikings are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts the... Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with some remaining. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Vikings, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the calendar change to October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.